So hi there, welcome to this short shoulder releasing, posture enhancing class. So good for all of us, obviously. Also really nice as a post-run routine. Shoulders, chest, upper back, those areas get overlooked often in runners, but obviously they're so crucial to our posture, therefore the way that we run. And the way that we run gives us our results, whether they're negative injury or positive in what we want to achieve. So you're not going to need anything here other than a little bit of wall space. Before we begin, if you haven't already signed up for the Strong Runner free workshop series, please do that. It's open to anybody, all completely free. Also, I have a full-length class on this area of the shoulders, enhancing posture, that I'd also love you to check out. So those links are below. Let's get started. Coming to stand tall, interlacing your fingers and reaching the arms up. I'll just turn to face you. So pushing through the palms, and I quite like to ease my weight into one foot and then the other just to help lengthen through the sides. See how that feels for you. Eventually you might just plant the feet down and stretch out through the palms. Maybe even then going slightly over to one side. Getting a nice side stretch there. So getting some release here down through the latissimus dorsi muscles, even down through the rib cage, down through the rest of the side body. Switching sides. This is a simple pose we can do at any time of day. It's great if we're doing desk work, just to stand up occasionally and do this. It is also something I do mid-run. If I'm out on a long coastal run and I want to stop and take in the view, I will do something like this, just to remind me to open through my chest and shoulders. Once I've released, which you can do now, drop the arms, drop the shoulders back, helps us to stand just that little bit taller quite often. From here, we're folding forwards, bend the knees, slide the hands down the thighs, lift the hips. Just fold forwards comfortably. You can bend the knees as much as you want, interlace the fingers behind your back, and then allow the arms just to drape where they want to go. Now, obviously, this is going to look different for everybody depending on your shoulder mobility there. So it really doesn't matter how far the arms come. If they feel very stuck on your back there, what you could try is actually holding a belt or a rope or a piece of cloth, and then just seeing if that is a little bit easier with the arms wider. We're not focusing on the hamstrings, just on the shoulders. If you haven't already, switch the cross of the fingers to the opposite interlace. Also, another simple thing we can do anytime throughout the day. So releasing there, place the hands back on the thighs, bend the knees, inhale, come halfway up. From here, we're going to slide one foot back and drop that heel towards the floor. Start to straighten the other leg. So we've got the front toes forwards, the back toes are slightly off diagonally to the side, so our hips can stay pointing forwards. Interlace the fingers behind your back once more. This time, though, rest the knuckles on your sacrum. Roll the shoulders back. Draw the shoulder blades down. Now, hug the hands in, so you clasp your hands together, squeeze the elbows towards each other, squeeze the shoulder blades back towards each other. And maintain that as you start to take your chest partway forwards. Doesn't need to be far. If this feels tricky in terms of balance or too much on the hamstrings, Then you can stay up. You can actually even just do this standing. But this added as the extra little benefit here for the hamstrings. 5 breaths is good. And then release. Just maybe lightly hold your clasp there, step to the top and switch sides. That way, we can then switch the cross of the fingers and we know which way around we want them to be now. So, sit up the legs, clasp the hands or the shoulders back and down, and then hug everything behind you. Hands, elbows, shoulders. Feel that great, hopefully, opening through your chest. A release through the pectoral muscles, which tighten up when our shoulders start to hunch. And then if you like, you're going to tip partway forwards from the hips, not from the waist. And again, around 5 breaths, coming up and shaking the arms out. So one more thing here, and this is where we're going to use the wall. So you just need a little bit of space. Come and face the wall straight on, and place one arm with the elbow bent in a cactus shape, 90 degrees. So hand, forearm straight up, elbow 90 degrees out from the shoulder. Keep that there as you start to turn away from that arm. So obviously, the easier you want this to be, the more you are going to continue to face the wall, the more mobility or stretch comes in, the more we turn away from this wall to face side on. Let this feel like a nice, fairly subtle stretch through the pectoral muscles in the front of the chest. Shouldn't be painful. If it feels too intense, you're just going to turn a little bit back towards the wall. 5 to 10 breaths there is good, and then switch sides. Whilst you're here, if you notice your shoulder hunching up towards your ear, you're going to roll it back. Hug the shoulder blade down. Keep it there in place. And you might notice one side has much more mobility than the other. That's quite normal. You could spend a little bit longer on that side that's tougher. And another great midday stretch here. Coming down when you're ready, taking your time there. I hope that was useful, interesting for you. Let me know how you get on. Let me know any questions that you have. Then go check out those links down below to other classes that are related to this topic and also to the Strong Runner series. Can't wait to connect again with you soon. Take care.